get married, and make babies. Hey guys, MrPokke here. So this is going to be our last before you pull video for this version, and that is gonna be taking a look at none other than our first and 4 years girlfriend, Miss Castorice, in the big 2026. But with that being said, I have gotten verification and asked my chat if my free-to-play account Bob can in fact get us the Castorice skin. The context for this is, if I can just kindly divert your attention right here, this Castorice skin is 1350 honorific shards, and Bobu has gotten honorific shards from the Bob haters in the past 2 years in order to ruin Bob's free-to-play status, right? And I have not spent a single one of those honorific shards ever since Bob's creation, so I figure it will be a pretty big fuck you to the Bob haters by using the money they decided to top up for Bob and get us a free skin. This skin is literally earned by Bob rage baiting the Bob haters. So a thank you message from Mr. Bobu to all Bob haters trying to break Bob's free-to-play. I will use your free money to get myself the free skin on my free-to-play account. So without further ado, oh, good heavens! And we are still a free-to-play. And we are still... I don't want... If anyone in the future asks me, is Bob free-to-play? It is free-to-play. Come back to this video and I explain exactly how I got this skin. Absolute cinema. Boom! Oh my lord. Again, look at that. Oh, look at that, bro. Oh, look at that. That do be pretty delicious, right? So that is gonna be done. That is gonna be done. Boomskis, bada boomskis, right? Very, very nice. Whoa. Before we get on to before you pull Castorice, I kind of just want to hop on and give you guys a free skin review right here.
Who is this?
Before you pull Castorice. Oh, before you pull Castorice, I do believe that the details of this Castorice skin is pretty exceptional. Look at the details in the middle right there. Right, that is an exceptional amount of details. That is okay, let's see our attack animation real quick. Oh, that is a good attack animation, right? Let's summon our dragon. Oh. That is a good amount of animation. That is a very, very, very good amount of animation, right? Oh, that is very, very good. What's Meman doing up in there? So that is gonna be our Castorice skin review as a complete free-to-play. And before y'all are not convinced to get yourself a free Castorice skin, I don't think I need to say anymore. So with that out of the way, let's just get on to our testing in our all 3 different endgame content running our Castorice flagship. Look at that. Now, if I don't run a Hyacine, what the fuck do I run, guys? What the fuck do I run? Bailu. But why though? Okay, but why though? Wait, why are we doing this for Castorice and we are not doing this for Firefly? Wait, why, guys? Do y'all just hate Castorice or like, what's up? Why is it when we do a Firefly showcase, we test bro with every single possible team, and then the moment we want to do a Castorice showcase, oh wait, we can't use Hyacine because we must use Bailu. Use Bailu. Sustainless Castorice. Sustainless Castorice. Sarah hates Remembrance. You only need to do it once. Okay, so you know what? Since Sarah hates Castorice, we'll just do one showcase without Hyacine. I don't even know why we're doing this, but we'll just do a showcase without Hyacine. Let me just check my Baidu's ears real quick, and then we'll just see the disparity between with and without Hyacine. Alright? Okay, very good. Very nice. Yes, Sarah loves Remembrance, as we can clearly see from the differential right here. That is very good. Oh, it sustained us well, guys. Sustain us well. Wow, bro, you're so right. Except that for my Bobo account, we actually do not have well. So I don't want to do. Let's just get this dragon in right now. Bro is just gonna. Okay, that doesn't really change too much. Activates our skill. Okay, we're not gonna activate our Avenite just yet. Goes in for the big hit, and then we are just gonna activate our ultimate right now. Gets us a free jellyfish. Okay, you know what, chat? So far, our sustain looks pretty chill. Our sustain does look pretty chill. Alright. There is a very chill amount of damage that I'm seeing as of this moment. Hopefully, I get my hit right here. Alright, we are gonna be getting our dragon right now. Bop. This is gonna go back in, which is gonna be a good amount of damage. Okay, that is gonna be very good. We are going to activate this and then activate my Bailu out when the jellyfish is up, so we get a little bit more heals. The jellyfish is gonna come back down, instantly summon our jellyfish again. Very good. And then this is gonna be 23. We are just gonna heal. Oh shit. Am I gonna get crowd control? Okay, I kind of have to do this, yes. Okay, I literally have to do this. Okay, let's just wait for my last action right here. We are gonna go for the hit, and then we are gonna instant out right now. I am pretty sure this instant out counts as the I don't think my Avenite gets cooked, right? I sincerely do not think my Avenite gets cooked here. Okay, wait, let me summon this buckle real quick. Okay. Jellyfish is gonna be coming down. But before the jellyfish goes down, let's get that. Alright, Avenite is gonna be getting that right there. Let's cast this out. Jellyfish is gonna get us an extra turn. And then bro is gonna be getting a little bit of hit over here. Okay, low-key, I am actually just going to... No, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go for it. I don't think we kill, right? Because we are easy as well. I don't think we do enough damage. Okay, that's good. Alright, so this is good. So we're gonna get more charge. Just gonna get more charge. Try to make use of as much of the AV as possible. Save up a little bit. Alright, more energy is more energy. Alright. Okay, if this jellyfish don't kill, I pop Casual's ultimate. If this jellyfish kills, I don't pop Casual's ultimate. Oh shit, no chat. That is in fact very good. Okay, Nikador right now is one target, so no sense for me to pop open Castorice. We can just save up a little bit. Alright, we're gonna save up a little bit. I think we actually do break war armor from this, if I'm not mistaken. This is 3. This will be 2. And then this is going to be 1. Actually, I want my Bailu to get a break. Because my Bailu can get a little bit more energy. Right? I'll give Bailu the break. And Bailu gets a break. Actually, I'm thinking we don't give Bailu the break. I'll just cast my Bailu skill so that we can get more Dragon Charge. I think that's actually a little bit better. Okay, out. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's not that big of a hit. I think if we cast my Bailu out, it would have been like a little bit excess. So this is okay. This is okay. This is okay. Okay, get us the break. So we'll get the swipe. And then we'll let him hit us in the face first. Right? If we hit us in the face first. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Alright, that's good. Alright, we're just gonna go for the AoE. We'll summon our Jellyfish first. Then we'll pop our Bailu out. I will save my Serene out after we summon the Dragon for a little bit more rest pen. This goes in for the Bomba. Then Bailu is gonna heal. And it's gonna give me my ultimate. Alright, ultimate cast. Alright, Serene goes in for the blast. Alright. Does the skin change the dragon? The dragon looks the exact same if I can say so myself. So, area what to do. Okay. 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 Okay, the fact that we did not kill a single spear makes me kind of want to cry. That is actually really, really fucking sad. Oh, that is really fucking sad, guys. Oh, that is really, really... Okay, you know what? Wait, it's not sad. It's not sad. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The MOC debuff actually got us to the next phase, which is actually completely fucking fine. Summon this now. Serene goes in. Boom. Jellyfish goes in. Boom. Summon another Jellyfish. Jellyfish goes in again. Gets the Dragon. Dragon goes up. Mimi out. One hand, by the way. One hand gamer. Right, on one hand, we'll get us the additional double hit from Serene. Alright, then the Dragon is going to start slamming in our damage, which is going to be at a 6.2 million. Bailu gives us the heal right here. We are just gonna get us more charge. Starts swiping. Goes for the hit. Evernight summons Jellyfish. Jellyfish goes for one break. Gets us another Jellyfish. Jellyfish goes for the next hit. See if we can get ourselves the... Bro, if we get 100% here, that would be absolutely fucking insane. No! We did not get 100% there. That is a little bit unfortunate. We did not get 100% there. Bro, if we got 100% there, we could have honestly gotten ourselves a 2-cycle this match. If that was 100%. Hey, but chat. A Bailu Castorice full Israel team getting a almost 2-cycle is a lot better than I expected though. Because Sarah is saying it as if we can't even clear without Hyacine. Lo and behold, our Bailu Remembrance Castorice at full E0 was able to squeeze out a pretty decent 3-cycle dispatch, if I can say so myself, guys. So I honestly don't even think that was gonna be that crazy. Okay, but that was just to show what is the difference, right? So for the rest of our showcase, I am just gonna switch out to Hyacine, because with all due fucking respect, if you still do not have Hyacine at this day and age, you don't need to think about Remembrance, right? You can just move on and play other teams, if I can say so myself. So let's just do this one more time with a Hyacine, just to see if we are gonna be clearing substantially faster right here. Alright, let's see that. Oh, Bailu is a dragon, Pollux is a dragon, therefore Bailu is Pollux. He is right. He's right, because that is how HSR works. If you are a dragon, then we are all dragons together. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the hit here. I don't really wanna waste my free jellyfish that's gonna come out. Alright, jellyfish is gonna go back in. Alright, let me just summon my jellyfish right now. Then we'll get our full heal, which will give me more charge. And then we'll get another heal. Alright, that is gonna be really, really good. Jellyfish is gonna be going for another turn. That is very, very good. Gets us the Bombo Blast. Do we get 100%? Alright, this is okay. This is very, very good. This is very, very good. Okay, this we got a dragon before Castorice, which would have saved us a lot more charge. Alright, so this is now going to fly back in. Alright, 1.2 million gets us the additional AV advance from the S1, which is really, really good. Then this is gonna give us an AoE, which is gonna be free charge. Hyacine just pops this out. Alright, that's good, that's good. And then we're just gonna activate our Castorice Dragon immediately because our charge is gonna be very, very exceptional. I'm agreed. I'm agreed for this, guys. This is a greed angle, right? I'm literally just going to basic because I want to greed for the free outs that we're gonna be able to get here, right? Alright, this is gonna come back in. This is gonna pop back down. Alright, and then when bro comes back up, I'm gonna let my Hyacine get us a free out, and then I will commit for the damage. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That is fine-ish, kind of. Get this here. Alright. Okay. Hold up. Heal. Ika kills. Go, 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 go! Okay, chat. So we are actually able to squeeze out a 0 cycle running little Ika, which is a very, very good. And we are immediately slamming back on into the double Bombo Blast right here. Alright. So let's just summon in here. Oh, I just wasted dragon. Chat, it is not wasted dragon. Chat, it is not wasted dragon. You know why it's not wasted dragon? Because I don't even need the dragon. I don't even need the dragon, right? It is completely fine if you do not even need the dragon, right? Yep. Also, I did that to rage bait. I just want to rage bait a little bit because there will be amount of time the chat has rage baited me. I think it is pretty fair that we get ourselves one rage bait, right? We'll get ourselves one rage bait. And I will prove that even with that one rage bait, we will still do an exceptional fucking clear right here, right? We will still do an exceptional fucking clear right here, as this is gonna slam back down, and this is gonna slam back up here. Alright, that is gonna be really, really good. That is gonna be really, really good. Alright, we are immediately gonna summon our dragon, and then we are just gonna immediately do this. And then we are just gonna slam this back down. Very, very good. Very, very good, guys. Very, very good. Okay, so chat, let me ask you guys a question. So why is it that I can't rage bait, chat? For just a single dragon, by the way. For a single dragon, chat starts being really mad. Chat starts being mad for one single dragon. But chat rage baits me their entire fucking lives. And because of that one dragon, y'all be acting like a bunch of bitches, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that I do. Alright, so we're gonna get that right now. Okay, chat, I'm actually not even gonna lie. Okay, wait, I'm actually not even gonna lie. I think if we didn't rage bait that dragon, this might be a 0 cycle. Wait, let me confirm this in a bit. Let me confirm this. Let me just verify this. Let me verify this real quick. We'll summon a jellyfish first so we get more charge. Alright, we'll summon a jellyfish first. Get Hyacine out. Okay. Okay. Okay, chat. I think if we didn't rage bait that one dragon, it actually could have been a 0 cycle. Unless... Okay, you know what, chat? You know what? We are just gonna count that as a 0 cycle.
The stupidest Honkai star rail player that has ever lived.
We are just going to count that as a 0 cycle, okay? Because I intentionally threw that dragon to rage bait, chat. I intentionally threw that dragon to rage bait, chat, okay? Can we just have that? Because it would have been a fucking 0. You mad? You mad? Okay, so TLDR, if we were to use Hyacine, it goes from a 3 cycle to a 0 cycle, right? We went from a 3 cycle to a 0 cycle. If I didn't do that, we would not have happened, right? Okay, welcome back to my very, very welcoming community and a welcoming chat who does not give a flying shit about 0 cycles. So we are now pretty much gonna go on into the second half of Memory of Chaos, where we are gonna keep things 100% relatable, right? We're gonna keep things 100% relatable. So we are gonna be going for the Dragon Slam right there. Alright. We are gonna wait for him to summon his thingamabob. Get us the boomsies. Get a little bit more over here. Alright. I'm honestly a little bit concerned because this half is going to be considered as off element. Right, this side is gonna be considered as an off element. Oh my god, my hands are too slow, guys. Oh my god, my hands are too fucking slow. Okay, you know what? It's fine. Yep, that is just okay. My hands are a little bit too slow. I could have gotten like 20% more there, but it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Okay. Okay, very, very good. Very, very good. I mean, that's fine. It is 100% here anyways. Okay, I don't think it's that big of a difference because we would have squeezed out 2 dragons regardless. Right, we would have squeezed out 2 dragons regardless. This guy though. Bro, the Azure Wing though. Azure Wing is gonna be a bit of a problem. Can we greed for energy? I think we can, right? Let's greed for energy here. We'll greed for energy here. Bop. And then this goes bop. When we get hit. Thank you. Let's get a hit over there. Okay. Good. Then once... Okay, this one I will no longer rage bait, guys. I will actually not rage bait. Alright, I will actually not rage bait. Alright, I will actually not rage bait this. Alright, I will not rage bait. 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 I'm just gonna do the full reset right now. Because I actually don't think we deal enough damage. They are like really, really fucking fat. Bro, they are really fucking fat. Okay, because they are so fucking fat, we have to go all in. We just have to go all in. Then after our Polar's goes, we'll reset this wave. Okay. 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 Seven out of 7 will give us the break here, which means we do a little bit more damage. I think we just try to give us as much charge as possible. Right, we get as much charge as possible. So we at least try to get 0 cycle. Right, at least we try to get 0 cycle. So we pop here. Summon this. And then we get this. Right, as close to 0 cycle as humanly possible. This should be 200%. Right. Then we got 1 jellyfish behind there as like backup in case it doesn't hit. So this goes all in. Okay, so when MrPokke managed to get a 0 cycle by playing well, where is my Clappy? Where's my Clappy, guys? That was a beautiful fucking play, bro. On our first try. And there it is. Thank you, right? Thank you. You give some, you take some, right? Thank you, Clabby, right? So with that, I will officially redeem my Rage Bait Dragon from just now. Very, very good. Very, very nice. This is gonna come back in. Hopefully, Kafka just aims little Iga, so we will not get mind control. Please aim little Iga. Son actually aimed a little Iga. That is absolutely fucking... Yo, Chat, you know why? Chat, you know why? Because fucking little Iga is so fucking fat. The only thing in front of Kafka's eyes is his fat ass, right? So she could only aim a little Iga. So that is an absurd amount of damage coming back down into little Bago over here. Now we're gonna start getting more charge, which is going to be very, very good. Very, very nice. We are just gonna slam all of our heals. Get us another Bombo Blast. Get us another Jellyfish. And then we'll get a little bit of energies. Hopefully we'll get us to 100% later on. That is not 100%. That is not 100%. Where is my 100%? Okay, we have to pop this. Oh, wait, there's no way we zero cycle. Right? There's actually just no way we zero cycle. So I am just gonna pop our ultimate so that I can get my HP percent buff. And then I'll pop open the Castorice right here. I will pop open the Castorice right here. And then we'll get ourselves the Cyrene for the Res Pen. And then after Cyrene's Res Pen, we'll try to see if this gives me enough for another dragon. But even if we get another dragon, there's no way we zero cycle anyways, right? So we're just gonna pop away another Jellyfish. And then we're just gonna swipe this. 62%, then this goes well. So it will definitely be a one cycle, right? This will definitely be a one cycle. Kafka is just respectfully way too fucking fat. So and then what to do? Did he just kill little Iga? Okay, he just killed little Iga, which is kind of crazy. So we are just gonna get the blast. Summon Castorice Dragon. Get us another Cyrene Blast over here. And then that is gonna be the double Cyrene Blast, which means that we are gonna be down to Kafka as the final unit standing. So it should be a very, 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 very safe one cycle dispatch, even against the 80% Quantum Res Azure win on side 1, right? So with that, we are gonna be getting a zero cycle. A zero cycle against Nikador, right? Zero cycle for the first half, as well as a one cycle for the second half, running our Remembrance flagship. If you were to use Bailu, that first half is going to be 3 cycle right there, right? So with that being established, we are now just gonna jump straight into pure Fiction. We actually don't really have any other Remembrance shields anymore, so that is gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass right here. Okay, bro, exactly one cycle for Quantum Res Elite, by the way. And the thing is, we actually zero cycle that first half. It was Kafka that had such a fat ass that we couldn't zero cycle the second half. But the first half, we still managed to zero cycle the Quantum Res enemies. Alright, I'm just gonna be fair, right? Because we did this for Firefly as well. We're just gonna let our Amphoria's girlfriend AI take full control of pure Fiction. And I'ma just keep it a buck. Pure Fiction gameplay, generally speaking, if you're gonna let AI do the job, it is always gonna be the exact same anyways, right? There's really not too big of a diff when it comes to AI, except that I would have personally saved my ultimate right there to give us a little bit more damage, but it's kind of like a minor thing anyways, so it's gonna be okay. And then we are just gonna get this little Hyacine, slaps up the additional heals right here. Little Iga gets us this right here. Oh, what is this song? What is this song? This song's name is literally really called Me, 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 Me. So that is very, very interesting. We're just gonna take a little skip real quick. But in any case, let's just get ourselves a very, very easy clear on the very first wave for a 0% as of this very moment. My dragon is actually not gonna die. So Hyacine is gonna be able to help us heal back up to at least like a slightly higher level. Alright, that is gonna be good. That is gonna be good. Alright, that is gonna be really, really good. Chat, you know what? I'ma just keep it about pure Fiction game mode. is the equivalent of HSR Subway server. You don't have to do nothing. You let AI take control. The most you can do is you just pray to God that the minions don't get some 1% R shenanigans. So I can essentially just take this opportunity to discuss a little bit of what I think of other picks. So for example, I'ma keep it above. I'm gonna say it, right? I'm just gonna say it. I personally like Remembrance flagship more than Elation flagship. It is not the main reason why I am skipping Elation flagship on my free-to-play account. Personally, the reason why I like Remembrance flagship more, and I shit you guys not, this is a genuine reason, right? This is a genuine reason. I really enjoyed Emporius. I think till this day, I have not gotten a gacha game story that was as enjoyable as the arc of Emporius, right? Every single time I see Giantess Cyrene flashing me a giant bubble bus, I would think about the times that we have spent together, from Mimi to baby Cyrene to Demi-Urge, to the journeys we have had together, to the true song, to Castorice touching us for the first time, to Car sacrificing herself and lying for 7 billion years so that we can keep up a light and keep the world of Emporius safe. The lore of Emporius literally makes me like the story more, and therefore the team more. Right? So that is genuinely a main reason why I like Remembrance more than Elation. The second reason why I like Remembrance more than Elation is pretty much this. Do you really need to pull for 2 whole-ass flagship teams in HSR? Because I genuinely think it is excessive. Like, I genuinely want a little bit of challenge. Because Honkai Star Rail, at the end of the day, is one of the easiest, most baby R game mode you have ever played in a PvE gacha game, right? It is Hoyo games for a reason, right? If you have played other gacha games, you will genuinely know how manageable the difficulty actually is in HSR. All you really need, straight up, is just don't pull like a fucking greedy and stupid ass motherfucker, right? At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day. So, me not pulling for Elation Shield is also low-key like a statement as to you don't need the best versions teams for every single version just to clear endgame content. I am just gonna run along the sides of this current Remembrance team right now and just see how far we go. And I'm pretty damn sure at the end of version 4, I can still 3-star endgame. That is how confident I am, and I'll be able to save up all those Stellar Jades, right? Every single one of those Stellar Jades that I would have otherwise spent to pull for a Silver Wolf, to pull for a Silver Wolf Lyco, to pull for a Yao Guan, pull for a Sparksy, pull for Elation, so they pull for whatever the fuck it's gonna be. Every single one of those pulls, I'ma save that shit up for version 5. I'ma just save everything. And God forbid I don't 3-star endgame content. Who the actual fuck cares, bro? Oh my god, you lose 80 Stellar Jades. You lose 80 Stellar Jades if you get 27 out of 30. Compared to, let's just say for example, you pull for a full Elation flagship for 30,000 Stellar Jades. Like, let's just be for real, right? So that is a reason why I am just genuinely, I am never ever pulling for Elation flagship on my free-to-play account. Nothing to do with morals, nothing to do with anything. I just think it's completely excessive. So that by the time version 5 rolls around and I pull for the version 5 flagship as a free-to-play player, I better don't hear no Bob haters complaining that this motherfucking free-to-play can get an 8-cost version 5 team when you pull for every single flagship in every single fucking version. So that is gonna be my quick little rant right there. But as I was saying, this is gonna be a very relatable 1 cycle remaining dispatch on full auto with our Remembrance flagship, which is going to be absolutely exceptional if I can say so myself, right? Hey bro, this is the purpose of Pure Fiction, right? Pure Fiction is Subway Surfer Simulator while I just yap and let like an angry grandpa. This is gonna be our second half in Pure Fiction. As I let the AI play this a little bit, let me just go ahead and take a sip of water. any case, Team 2 is so bad right now. I can foresee the situation where what my team is gonna look like is my Remembrance team is gonna be clearing every single endgame content until version 5 within 3 cycles. No questions asked. That's what I'm guessing. But my Team 2 probably will start to creep towards 3 to 4, maybe even 5 cycle finish match. But I'm not too concerned because I do have a pretty well invested E1 Archer team. I think that E1 Archer was a generational pool investment for my Team 2 because my other teammates like D Herta, Nexa, and Mighty, they don't really scale as well with the free Sparkle. If I didn't get a free Sparkle, I would not have invested in E1 Archer. But because we have a free Sparkle, bro, E1 Archer is like the most accessible team because you have a free Sparkle, a free GHPT, and on top of that, I get to make use of my E1 Tribi, which is already homeless because of Remembrance flagship. So E1 Archer genuinely is like, at this moment, my best cost investments for my Team 2. Now I'm just gonna take that Team 2 as far as I can get, and then by version 5, that team will be like, see you tomorrow, right? So that I'm gonna be that. I quit HSR during Amphorius. Holy heck, it's trash. You come back. You know what? If you hated Amphorius, you probably might like Elation Story. Because Elation Story is a lot more like goofy. It's a lot more fast-paced. It doesn't have yap. It doesn't have drag. There is not a very deep plot. So you will probably enjoy the version 4 story more. Basically, for people who don't want to read, right? If you don't want to read Amphorius, I think version 4 is an exceptional story. It's a little bit silly. It's a little bit silly story, right? It's not as deep. It's like if you don't want to learn that much about like what everything is about, I think Elation is a pretty enjoyable patch. Oh, actually, chat. Yo, speaking about version 4, but I have heard that apparently 4.2 story is controversial. Is it war for like the version 4.2 story? Because I have heard some bad things. Bad is not controversial. Nah. Okay, chat, rate 4.2 on 1 to 10. Everything is controversial nowadays. Okay, chat, you know what's controversial? And I won't say it. 8 out of 10. Okay, 7.5 out of 10. Okay, that is really alright. That is pretty alright. I was expecting like a 5 to 6 out of 10. Okay, I don't know, right? I don't know. We'll see for ourselves when we play the story. Most likely tomorrow, right? I'll aim to play the story tomorrow. If not, okay. You know what? We will play the story tomorrow. We will definitely play the story tomorrow. Finish up the entire thing, and then at the end of tomorrow, we're just gonna be playing our Epic 7 thing. The boys versus zombie IC. When is Bob doing anomaly? I initially intended Bob to do our anomaly arbitration like today, but the thing is, we'll see how many things we have to get through. Because we still got our teams testing for our Silver Wolf, as well as the E2 Silver Wolf thing of a bomb. So Ed wanted to do. Also, Chen has no idea how story actually works, so it's gonna be complicated. Remove Pure Fiction for a new game mode. You know what? I agree. Because Pure Fiction at this point kind of reminds me of Currency War. Oh, you know what? What they should do? They should add a 3x speed just for Pure Fiction. Just slap on a 3x speed, because at this point it is just a matter of how quickly can you clear the minions for 3% max HP damage. It doesn't even matter if you're gonna be hitting the boss, because the boss has 5 billion HP annually. So 3x speed would make Pure Fiction a lot more manageable. But in any case, take a look at that. Yo, 4.75 million damage coming in from our Remembrance flagship. They added 3x speed for Sparksy skill in the Currency War. Oh, that is actually really cool. But in any case, we are gonna be getting ourselves the last 9% right here. And okay, you know, I'll make this a little bit louder. And that is going to be a double 40k clear for the first half of Pure Fiction and the second half of Pure Fiction running our Remembrance flagship, right? So now we're just gonna go on into the final. Alright, and then let's just jump back into our Nikador once again on APOC Shadow. At least we can do a little bit more of a manual shenanigan this time, which is gonna be really good. Pop this over here. Pop this over here. Read the song title name. I am not going to read the song title name because that is a very, very strange song title. So I am not even gonna see what the actual fuck that actually is. So don't even worry about it. In any case, the jellyfish is gonna be getting an extra turn right here. We are gonna be getting us a little bit of a charge right there. Jellyfish comes back down, gets us another jellyfish immediately to prop open our follow-up attack with another jellyfish hit over here. And then this is gonna be giving us the additional stack. There's no way we clear out the 5 out of 12 because we do not have enough war armor thing. So we'll let bro summon his goons and then we'll immediately get this back now. Bop, 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 bop. Right, that is gonna be a big amount of AoE damage. Hopefully we can get ourselves out from a Nikador spear. And then we are gonna be getting this right here for the swipey. And then this is gonna come back down. Alright, that is gonna be really, really good. And then we are gonna be summoning this right here, which is gonna be absolutely essential as we get ourselves the next 100% charge. Alright, our 100% charge is going to activate right here. And the more we get... Okay, I'm not even gonna wait for Ammonite. Actually, now we should wait for Ammonite. I am gonna greed for one more Ammonite because I think this is gonna be really, really good. Holy... Okay, 1911 break is actually a little bit absurd. That is really, really, really fast for a break. So we're just gonna get that down there. We are gonna... Okay, first we cast this. Alright, then we swipe this. Jellyfish goes. And then we are just gonna pop this. This will be another dragon. Alright, this will be another dragon. And I can't wait for Hyacine out anymore because this is going to be a little bit too slow. So we're just going to instantly activate our Siren Ultimate. And then this will then give me my free 100% charge on Castorice as well as Ammonite to deal a little bit more additional damage, which is going to be very, very good. Also, I just realized the follow-up attack of my song request is going to be a little bit absurd. So you know what? I'm not even going to... You know what? Chat can just do chat things. As I'm going to be focusing on APOC Shadows because apparently I'm the only guy left that actually gives a flying fuck about APOC Shadows. So you know what? Chat, you know what? I've had the disrespect to your streamer as I am trying so hard to give a showcase, except chat only gives a shit about Yada. So we are just gonna be able to get us this skill right now. We should be getting us the clear at 1868 AV, slams down the dragon, and this should get us into phase 2 unless I am motherfucking fuck as fuck and never do right. Then there we go. Get us the additional phase 2 at 1868, which is gonna be really, really nice. Alright, then it's gonna start giving us a little bit of AoE, a little bit more AoE, a little bit of the Saki. Alright, this is gonna slam back down. Cyrene is gonna save her charge for the final hit when Castorice gets ourselves the dragon. Castorice does in fact get ourselves the dragon. We are gonna get a dragon right here, and then Cyrene is gonna shove her tits into the other face. Alright, then there's gonna be Boombi. Alright, big AoE for one. Oh, yo, chat, by the way, as I'm playing through this APOC, do you think MrPokke is family friendly? Because I feel like being family friendly is like really, really important, right? I want to make sure that like you are proud to show this channel to your parents because it is an educational stream. It is good for everyone in the family, and we can all have a jolly good time, if I can say so myself, right? So let's just get this right here. It's gonna be a big bumble blast. Alright, look at that. Alright, so this is gonna summon up our dragon. Alright, my grandma really wants to smack you because I teach you so many bad... What bad words did I even say, bro? I don't even curse, bro. Bro, the most I say is bro. That is the most I say. Alright, or I call chat like scoundrels. Silly. It is like the most family friendly I've ever been. Ever. And then we are gonna be able to get that. And then when this summons is next week, we are gonna be able to get ourselves the next dragon over here. Okay. Nah. Okay.
Now listen closely.
Oh.
In a world full of choices, some stand above the rest. Mimi is not just a name on a screen. Mimi is the choice of vision, of destiny, of people who recognize greatness when they see it. So when the moment comes, do not hesitate. Cast your vote for Mimi and let the stars remember where you stood.
TLDR, if you don't vote for Mimi, Bobby Wobby will personally go to your house and give you a big hug to the face with his fist. And that and do right. So we're gonna summon this right here, and then we are gonna get this right here, and then we are gonna get this right here. There we go. Right there is gonna be the double Bombo Blast from Cyrene, as my Castorice should be dealing enough damage to essentially get rid of all of them posts. Very, very nice. Very, very good. Holy shit, though, guys. Bro, Nikador for this team is actually a little bit slow, guys, because we're not really dealing enough toughness bar damage when it comes to our thingamabob right here. We are gonna be summoning this right here, and then we are gonna be getting this right here. So this comes back down. Yo, check, this is one of my favorite songs, by the way. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. I'ma say it. I'ma start singing right now. Okay, this should be giving me the 100% charge, which also gives us 100% AV advance. So that means we are in fact going to be clearing this in 1656 AV, which all things considered, I think it is honestly pretty good, guys. This is honestly pretty good. Holy, you know what I'm doing it. Bro, Cyrene's damage is actually kind of absurd. No, look at that shit, bro. 860k times 2. Instantly getting us the 1656 clear on the first half of APOC Shadows. Unfortunately, I have never been to a IRL concert in my entire life because your streamer does not believe in IRL concerts. I think they are a complete fucking waste of money. If I want to listen to a fucking music, I will just listen it on Spotify, so I don't want to do, right? Okay, anyways, let's just finally get the last showcase for today, which is going to be the second half against my wife, and then we can finally wrap this up right here. Is the experience. Okay, what is the experience in a concert? What the hell do you barely even see the artist because you're too poor to afford Class A tickets. You barely even listen to the music because everyone in the moms are just screaming the fucking hates off. You barely even sense everything because it's so fucking hot. There's no aircon, there's no wind, there's a billion people, everyone has their fucking phones all over the place, and you can't even see shit. So like, respectfully, I literally rather spend that money on Star fucking Savior, and I want to do. Oh, is the vibes? Chat, I have the vibes. Do you not feel the vibes right now? Feel the vibes. Feel the vibes as of this very, very moment, as we are right here as a one big happy family. And you guys are watching this stream completely for what? For free, guys. And there it is. It is in fact completely for free. That is very, very good right now. And then we are gonna be able to get ourselves an Evernight Blast. And then this is gonna come back down a little bit. What is the name of this song? It is called Yao Sobi, Racing to the Night, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Always, I am never. You will never get it if you haven't been to one yet. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll go to a concert with Feixiao. I'll let y'all know how it goes, right? I'll let you know how it goes. But in any case, this is gonna slam back down into another big blast over here. Evernight is honestly just not gonna be doing too well because we deal basically 0 toughness bar damage, which is not gonna be doing. We should just give this to Evernight, right? Or should we give it to Hyacine? I should give it to Evernight, because Evernight's ice damage is just completely fucking useless. Because at least if I were to give it a... Because bro is weak to Quantum, no? This guy is weak to Quantum. This guy is weak to Quantum. And this guy is weak to Quantum. So we are gonna give it to Evernight right there. There we go. Alright, this is gonna be a swipe here. At least this will give me the charge for the dragon. Have they announced the details for IRH, bro? I have no idea, not gonna lie. I have no idea. We are gonna be coming back down over there, and then this is gonna be all. Okay, that is gonna be an exception amount of them. I think we just go for it. We'll just go for it right here. Okay. A music concert like HSR should only be experienced from the comfort of. Wait, you can buff the fucking hule? Wait, chill, what happens if I buff this? Does this count as me buffing F9, or does this count as me buffing this little shit? Wait, I genuinely have no idea, by the way. I genuinely have no idea. Oh. Well, the more you know, guys, the more you know. Yo, help me get that clip. Did you know? Sirene Hule interaction. Yeah, help me clip that. Alright, help me clip that. We learn new things on a daily basis because this is in fact an educational stream, right? In fact, it is an educational stream. Alright, that is gonna be doing a decent amount of damage over there. I really hope to get off this break like literally right the fuck now. There we go. Okay, so are you telling me that my Aeronite gains no buffs? I'm guessing my Aeronite gains no buffs. Oh, that is just a little bit silly. That is actually just a little... Holy shit. I mean, it is a shit ton of damage, though. Wow, that is a shit ton of fucking damage. I'm gonna summon this jellyfish right now. And then we're gonna swipe. And then jellyfish should be getting out to phase 2. Okay, I'm completely fucking wrong. Okay, so I actually have to just give this to Avalite again. Oh, that's so silly, bro. That is actually just so silly. Bro is feeling a little bit silly. Oh my fucking god. What is that, chat? What is that, bro? What the actual fuck is that, bro? Bro, that shit ain't even 1%, bro. Like, just tell me what the fuck is that, bro. Oh my god. Okay, classic. Classic. Alright, bro is gonna break that. Very. So we just waste 1 million damage for no fucking reason. That is just exceptional. It is the 0.4% like the crit rate I lost. You know what I did not lose? And that'll do, right? Okay, then this is gonna slam back down for a 1.3 million. Hyacine is gonna be able to get this right here. Chat, are y'all not happy that your streamer is actually pretty well built, if I can say so myself, right? It is like the build for MrPokke is honestly pretty well built, right? So that y'all can have an enjoyable stream, if I can say so. Can I say so? Can I say so, guys? If I can say so, can I get a 1? Can I get a 1 if I can say so? Cause like, bro, y'all don't compliment me at all, bro. Like, if there's a single thing that y'all can compliment me, I think that is wrong. Only Feixiao likes that. I'll have you know a lot of girls like a built male, right? Based on personal experience, I can guarantee you can ask a girl, would they rather a dad bot or would they rather somebody that goes to the fucking gym, right? I mean, if you were a girl, I think this is a very fair statement to make. You know what I'm saying? I think that's hella fucking fair, bro. had a name all girls. Okay, so here are the girls that told me that, right? So basically, we have ourselves Feixiao, we have ourselves Acheron, we have ourselves Firefly, we have ourselves Cyrene, we have ourselves Jingliu, we have ourselves Scylla, we have ourselves Silver Wolf, we have ourselves Kafka. So those are just some of the individuals that agree with my statement, if I can say so myself, which is gonna be very, very nice. Actually, Video Advance is honestly pretty decent, but unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to basically do fuck all because the middle guy is not even with the corner, which is just gonna be a little bit unfortunate right here. Let's just get this Bombo Blast for as much as I possibly can right now. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's gonna be fine. Then we just gonna slam this back up. No reaction. And then we are going to be getting ourselves a very, 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 very comfortable clear. Yup, exactly. All the baddies appreciate a guy's body that goes to the gym instead of the bot, right? I am just do mistake. I'm saying this for chat's own good. So that one day when y'all event, bro, it would actually be so fucking cool if like people in my chat actually get like married and shit. Like y'all met in my chat. Like one chatter A plus chatter B met during a MrPokke stream, and then y'all invite me to the fucking wedding and I will live stream that shit, bro. I think that's so fucking cute, bro. So if y'all ever get married amongst yourselves, here is what I have to say. Get married and make babies. Alright, and never do so. Just remember to invite your streamer for your wedding if that ever happens. Like for example, right, our viewer Avana Banana, bro literally named her baby crit rate crit damage, which I think that is just so fucking base, bro. Right, that is just genuinely so fucking base. So when y'all name your babies, I'm gonna hope that y'all can name like, I don't know, surname 4 piece, last name Eagle. Alright, I think that will be really also this is like an insane, bro. We can't even get us a clear before breaking, by the way. That's how fucking slow this shit is. Can we please just get out of this right now? Which is gonna be 1586 AV, bada boom, bada bing, bada bang. With that, we are gonna come to the end of our Remembrance flagship. Holy, yeah, it's Mike. Thank you so much for the one gift that's up. Can you name your baby Mr. Baby? Absolutely.
What the fuck is going on?
Let me wrap up this video because we have been doing showcases non-stop for the past 4.5 hours back to back. Castorice. Should you be pulling Castorice, right? Should you be pulling Castorice? First things first. Do you have Hyacine? Second things second. Do you have Evernight? Third things third. Do you have Cyrene, right? Cyrene. If your answer to these questions are no, okay, I just lost 500. Oh, yo, Ed, help me crop up. If your answer to those questions are no, you should still consider a little bit why you might want to get this. Because number one, she has the best skin in the entirety of HSR. Look at the fucking details on that model, bro. Bro, shit looks like it came straight from Zenler Zone 0. Secondly, let me refer to this thing right here. Where is it, guys? The Sanctuary of Moon Cocoon. Exclusive support. Alright, so at the end of the day, chat, if y'all are gonna be thinking about whether or not, like, we ain't gonna be getting bros rerun every other day anyways, right? You really want to have an account without a global passive. Like some certain streamers who have morals and skipped Castorice to prove how absolutely silly it was back in those days, right? So don't be like them. Don't hold a moral high ground. If y'all want a global passive, get that fucking global passive, right? So with that being established, real talk, I think Remembrance flagship, if you have the full investments, is the At this moment, probably strongest, if not second strongest team HSR right now. Because Elation Flagship has not fully developed, whereas Remembrance is already complete at full E0. And their vertical investments are like pretty easy to scale. For example, slap on 1 cost, you get an Avenite, right? Slap on 2 cost, you get an E2 Castorice, right? Slap on another cost, you get E2 Cyrene, right? Or you want to get E1 Hyacine, right? E2 Hyacine. Like all of their vertical investments, they sync with one another extremely well. So I wouldn't even be surprised like 1 year or 2 years on the road, you can still run this exact same team, assuming you're going to be giving them the vertical investments and you want to continue playing with them, right? So that is pretty much going to be our Remembrance flagship performance, as y'all can see so far. Relics-wise, it is the same class of things. We have played this game for like 1 year, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. Lycons, unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of close substitutes, but they added a couple of different Lycons. Like, for example, this is pretty good for Hyacine. This is honestly a very, very close substitute for Hyacine's S1. This is for RMC if you want to give a shit. This is gonna be for no one. And this is gonna be for no one. So for Avenite as well as Castorice, ideally you do get this S1 because you do get the additional defense ignore and 12% AP advance, which is honestly the very, very important one. Vertical investment wise, it is still gonna be E2 Castorice, absolutely. But I wouldn't say this takes priority over, let's just say, for example, E2 Avenite or mayhaps even E2 Hyacine. This E2 Hyacine honestly can change quite a bit, especially when you're playing content like Pure Vision, APOC Shells, as well as Anomaly Arbitration. So that it can save you quite a decent chunk of action value going forward in the long term. And this E1 just gives you even more heals, so you might want to consider it. I would dare go as far as to say E2 Hyacine has more value than E2 Cyrene. Personally speaking. Because Remembrance flagship Cyrene, the charge is honestly not that important, and sometimes you are like holding on to Cyrene's ultimate anyways because you want them to get maximum energy before you cast Cyrene, which you guys have seen me doing a couple of times just now. So if you're strictly talking about 2 cost investments, I think this is probably the highest possible damage increase, followed by either E2 Hyacine or E2 Castorice. Your last priority, in my opinion, would be the E2 Cyrene, right? Only if you are going to be sticking E2 Cyrene with your Remembrance flagship. If you are going to be running E2 Cyrene with, for example, Finon, Maide, Anexa, Aglaia, not really high sense, but like external and forest DPS, then this is really good. But for Remembrance exclusively, I would not get this before, for example, E1 or E1, right? Or maybe like even E2 if you really got the data, right? So that's gonna be my vertical cost recommendations. Other than that, Castorice is pretty easy to build. Something like this, maybe a little bit more crit damage. Generally speaking, I am, like I mentioned in my pure vision range just now, I'm not gonna be pulling for the Elation flagship. I am all in Remembrance flagship because God Furious is God Furious. So with that, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below on how you think of Castorice and the Remembrance flagship performance in 2026. Word of the day is going to be holy non-stop yapping for 4.5 hours. Join Discord, use code POKE for 10% off. Give us all the best. See you guys next time. Thank you.